Deestroying, aka Donald. If you were wondering, yes, that is his actual name, and he is currently one of the most popping YouTubers on any genre of YouTube. To go along with that, I don't want you to take this lightly. He is putting up legendary numbers in something we've never seen before. I'm going to give this man a ton of credit. I have the most respect for him, and he has created his own wave. He was one of the first college athletes to ever even record and make the content he started out making. Ever since his college days, he has taken his YouTube and now big time business to a whole nother level. I hate when YouTubers don't get the respect they deserve. This man should get all of your respect, and here's why. I don't think some of you quite understand how impressive it is. In the past year, he's averaging over 2 million views on every video. He's not your typical YouTuber where the views fluctuate. He's closing in on 4 million subscribers. Congratulations on the success. And quite frankly, it would be impressive if he was consistently pulling 500,000 views on a video. The fact that he does 2 million on every video almost, and he has some getting 4, 5, 6, and 7 million is mind-boggling and ridiculous. So before we go any farther, I want to say congratulations to Deestroying, and if you're watching this, congratulations, my man. I have a ton of respect for you. You are a genius when it comes to content creation. However, we're not here to talk about his content and videos. We're here to talk about the harsh truth of Deestroying. I never know what I'm going to title a video before I literally go type in the title until this one. This will be the harsh truth about Deestroying, not clickbait. I'm going to re-emphasize, I'm going to be critical and harsh of this man in this video. So if you are a weenie and you're a big time Deestroying fan, you might as well click off now. It's going to be rough. Well, let me go back on that. It's not going to be rough. I'm just going to give you the flat out truth. I will not sugarcoat anything. If you watch this channel for a minute, you know how I rock. We'll talk more about his videos, content creation, and his rise to where he's got a little later in this video. What we're about to get into is some stuff that people have sent me over the past couple of weeks and months. I haven't been throwing this video to the side. I've been waiting for the right time. I'm sure most of you watching this video have at least heard of this guy and you know his backstory. For those of you that don't, let's run through it real shortly. I don't want to bore you with all of that. To make an extremely long story short, Deestroying was a college kicker who got kicked out of college for filming YouTube videos. Ever since then, he's turned his YouTube career into the big time business it is today. He's super successful. He took a risk, quit the team, decided not to play football so he could post videos. Like I said, not going to bore you. It worked out. He's a multi-millionaire. But however, with all of those great things being said, we have to address something. Ever since he quit doing the college football stuff, he tried doing a series on his channel where it was a road to pro. In other terms, he was still trying to be a kicker at the next level and hopefully get to the NFL one day. I'm always going to be as transparent as possible. I believe I watched one of those videos a couple of years ago, and that's the only video I've seen of his. I still understand the concept of what was going on, and I've also seen some TikTok videos that you guys sent me. I'm not too sure if he's still doing it, but at a certain point in time, he was trying his hardest to get to the pro level or maybe the NFL if that was possible. I don't know if he's given up on those dreams completely or whatnot. It doesn't matter. We're going to talk about what happened and the truth. Like many other successful people in this world, whether you're a YouTuber, whatever you're doing, if you're successful, you have somewhat of an ego. Everybody does. Whether you're braggadocious or show it off, that's a different story. Especially too, we gotta throw in there, if you're an athlete, you're always going to believe you're the best at what you do. That's normal. You should think you're the best. And for the past 3 or 4 years, I still see it to this day in some of the videos you guys tag me and send me on TikTok that people are asking why is he not in the NFL and saying he's getting blackballed almost. Or not blackballed, but he didn't get a fair shot. You get what I'm trying to say. People are saying he's not getting a legit opportunity and he deserves to be in the NFL. Whoa, hold on. It's not as simple as yes, he should be in there or no, he shouldn't. There's a lot to it. So let's take a deep and detailed look at the true hard facts about Deestroying. According to Rivals, he could have been ranked somewhere else. According to Rivals, he was a 0-star recruit, 5'10", 170 in the class of 2015. Donald Delahaye. Hope I'm saying that right. If not, I'm sorry for that. As we all know or should know, he decided to go to UCF, Central Florida, to be a kicker. At UCF, he never attempted a field goal, so therefore he was the backup. He only attempted 1 extra point. He made it. The only data we have from college is he is 1 for 1 on extra points. Not too much to work with. And then shortly after, we know how it goes. He started his YouTube career instead of playing college football, which I think was the right move. It was a simple scenario of Deestroying betting on himself and it paid off. Let's talk about his brief stint at UCF. Coming out of high school, he wasn't a highly regarded recruit. Even at UCF, he wasn't playing all that much. When I'm talking to you, I don't want you to be on his side just because he's your favorite YouTuber. Let's look at this as a normal college athlete. If you're an NFL or a pro GM or scout, why in the world would you even give a look to a guy who's only attempted one extra point? There's no way in my mind I would even consider drafting or giving this guy a shot on the scout team with those stats. There's nothing to go off of. There's no film, no nothing. For some of you that are saying, oh, well, he's got practice film, he's got YouTube videos, everybody knows it's different. It's different when you get in that in-game environment. There's absolutely nothing or only one thing to go off of. That's an extra point. I hate to break the news to some of you younger people. These scouts don't care if Deestroying makes a YouTube video where he makes 1,000 field goals in a row. It doesn't matter to them. They want to see it in game. Right there from the jump, he's already at a disadvantage. If he would have went to UCF for 2 or 3 years and had some film and a lot of gameplay to back it up, he would have had a way better shot at getting to the next level. Is this all on Deestroying? Is it his fault? Not necessarily. I got to give this man some more credit. He was hearing people in the comments saying, oh, it's easy when you're doing it for a video. So to compromise that, he put on a helmet, cleats, and he even put on shoulder pads to make it the most game-like for the videos. I respect that. Sadly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can impress your subscribers as much as you want, but to get to the NFL, they don't care about all of that. When it was clear to him he wasn't going to get a shot at the NFL, or at least a legit shot, he tried a different route. He tried joining the Canadian Football League. This was absolutely nothing more than a publicity stunt from the Canadian League so they could gain more followers and more attention. If you don't want to take my word for it, well, I'm not the person who said that. Deestroying said it himself. Here's what he said. I hate to admit it, but I kind of saw what was going down when they brought me into this camp. There's times where even the head coach is like, what's good, YouTube? Joking around, of course. Coach Cham is a great guy. He said that in one of his YouTube videos. Also adding, but it was very obvious that I was a big time YouTuber, I had a following, and I guess they saw the benefits. They're growing on exponential levels. Basically, Instagram social media is blowing up. They went from 44,000 Instagram followers to 102,000. Before we go any farther, there's some more stuff he said. You want to know what's really sad? He was good enough to be on that team. And if you want me to be 100% honest with all of you, my unbiased opinion, I think he's good enough and deserves at least a shot on a real NFL team. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he should be on an NFL team, but at least give him a shot or an open tryout. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You want to know the truth and why that's not going to happen? Because YouTubers, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're a big time YouTuber and you try to do anything else in your life, it doesn't matter. They're always put into this box where people look at them as only YouTubers. That's his problem. It's not his fault. YouTubers always get put into a box that's so hard to get out. If you think I'm wrong, look at it this way. When you hear the name Logan Paul, you don't think about boxing or nothing. All you think of is YouTuber. That's one of the first things you think. Even Deestroying. Yeah, he's a great football player, a great kicker, but when you think of him, you don't think of his football career. You think of him being a YouTuber. He could launch his own separate business from YouTube, make $100 million, and make all of his money for that. Still, people will refer to him as a YouTuber. It is what it is. I said that so it gives you a perspective. It already puts him behind when he's trying to join these NFL teams or Canadian teams when he was at the time. They're not looking at him as a legit prospect and player. They're like, oh yeah, that's a little YouTuber. That's literally what they're saying. They don't take YouTubers serious. Nobody does. I don't know why, because they're some of the smartest people out there, and he definitely is. The Canadian team did sign him for a brief amount of time. Here's what he had to add. The whole time I was in camp, I was like, dang, bro, I could be making so much money right now. I could be taking advantage of this. I could be making so much bread, bro. I'm sitting out here in Toronto. I'm not posting as many videos as I want to. My YouTube is slowing down. I'm getting paid 575 Canadian dollars a week. I'm thankful, but I added up the hours and I added up the times, and it equals roughly $10 per hour. So I'm basically a professional player at this point on a practice roster making minimum wage. My YouTube business, basically this is slowing down for this $10 an hour job. There were some more quotes he added, but those were the main ones I wanted to touch on. I do believe, I'm 98% sure he was a practice squad player, and I don't think he got upgraded past that. That was roughly 2 to 3 years ago. Ever since then, like I stated earlier in this video, you'll see videos of him on TikTok, anywhere really, saying he should be in the NFL. There's not one simple reason as to why he's not in the NFL. I think there's several. One of those reasons is because he has nothing to back it up at the college level. I think that's important that nobody talks about. Reason number 2, Deestroying is a YouTuber. People don't take YouTubers serious. I think he would agree with me on that. And reason number 3, some of you may not like this, it's no disrespect, he's flat out not good enough in my opinion. And hold on, before some of you get offended, I know he's got a bunch of fans and some of you may not like that statement. But you have to understand, being a kicker in the NFL, there's only 32 of those jobs. 32 in the entire world. It's not a wide receiver position or a linebacker, defensive end where there's over hundreds of those positions. There's only 32. It's not a personal shot at his character. I simply don't think he's one of the best 32 kickers in the world. We don't got to joke around. He's a good kicker, a great kicker, whatever you want to call it. To be in the NFL, you got to be legendary. On a completely different note, I don't know why he would even want to join the NFL with the way his YouTube is booming. I'm not going to show you all the videos. Let's just look at the past 5 to 10. It's over 1.5 million, 2 million views, and these are from a month or two ago. They're going to get more views. Him not being in the NFL is a blessing in disguise in my opinion. Let me explain. If he was only an NFL kicker, he couldn't make as much content as he's making now. Remember, he said it himself in that quote when he was trying out for that Canadian league, he didn't get to post videos as often. When he posts these videos, he's not one inspiring the youth, but he's also doing bigger and other things and he's working with other companies. With him being as big as he is, he's an influence to millions of other kids. Of course, I'm sure he would love to be an NFL kicker. In my opinion, his purpose on this earth was to be much more than an NFL kicker. He's got bigger and better things in store. I don't have too much more to say. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I'm pretty curious. I'm wishing Deestroying the best of luck in his YouTube career or whatever he decides to do. I think he's going to be successful. And yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.